So I don't know about you, but I'm really into YouTube podcasts, and I get into this wormhole of finding all kinds of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And I know, I think I told you about Theo Vaughn, right?
The name sounds familiar.
Yeah, a lot of the comedians in that comedy store circle with Joe Rogan have podcasts. They all have them.
Yep.
And he's got This Past Weekend with Theo Vaughn. It's a great podcast, and there's a lot of cross guesting, so who Joe has, he has, and the church of what's happening now with Joey Coco Diaz, I think I told you about.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching Theo's podcast with Sebastian Maniscalco, and I realized every time I would watch Theo's podcast, he's got an amazing song. It's not even my taste normally, although it is, it's a grooving kind of, that blues rock country kind of sound. Almost reminds me, this particular tune almost reminds me of, and again, it's his theme music for the podcast. Kind of reminds me a little like Van Morrison.
Okay. Yeah.
So as you get older, it's like, well, it's kind of cool. Or Boz Scaggs.
Right.
You didn't really appreciate it then because it wasn't just blazing guitar.
Yep.
But anyways, this the tune he uses for the show is called Shine by, I don't know if you've heard of Bishop Gunn.
No, never heard of them.
It's a 4-piece kind of blues Americana rock and roll band from Mississippi, the mighty Mississippi.
All right.
Where Theo's from, obviously he's a fan. He's from Nolens.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, every time I hear the song, it's just like, it's just a warm feeling. It's just a really like, you're home kind of feeling.
Yeah.
So I want to see if you get that vibe. It's definitely got that Cajun vibe to it. Real bluesy and just soulful. I don't know, warms my heart when I hear it.
Cool.
So it's kind of hits that emotional edge. So yeah, let's check out this one. I think you'll enjoy it. It's Bishop Gunn with Shine right after this.
All right.
All right. Well, here you go. Hopefully you get that sort of same reaction that I did. But this is Bishop Gunn with Shine.
All right.
I'm just sitting on your front porch, wondering how could I be so far from my home. And my mind is somewhere else, but when I find it, I'll patch up where it's been blown.
Yeah.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone. Oh, but when I reach that ground, I'll share this peace of mind I found. I can feel it in my bones, but it's gonna take a little time for me to set that parking brake and let myself unwind. Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me.
I like the vibe.
I will find a song. I will sing it just for you. And now I've been moving way too fast on the runaway train with a heavy load of my past. And these rails that I've been riding on, they're worn so thin that they're damn near gone. I guess that they just weren't built to last. Yeah, I'm gonna try to make sense of what I can, of where I'm going, oh, and where I'll be.
Yeah, bro.
Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me.
don't care who you are. How can you piss on that?
Yeah, no, that's got a really cool mellow vibe to it that I really dig. I like it's one of those songs where when you're in a reflective mood, or you just want to go outside when it's a beautiful day and just walk through the park, that's the kind of song that, I don't know, would just kind of get me going.
It's very uplifting.
Exactly, that's the word.
It's a slower pace, but it's very uplifting. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm a mental case. I get very emotional with music.
Yeah.
This one just, I don't know, I almost want to cry when I hear it, but that kind of happy high a little bit, visceral reaction,
Yeah, no, and you're
taps
right.
into something positive and uplifting,
Exactly, yeah. Uplifting is the perfect word for it. It's not a complicated song. It's not, super guitar.
Classic,
it's just
classic roots rock chord progression.
Exactly.
But the other elements, the organ, that perfect blues, neck pickup sound,
and the vocals,
the background vocal, and he's in the pocket. I mean, he's that. I was thinking even maybe a little bit like the band-ish.
Yeah.
The sound,
totally.
and Levon Helms on drums, that amazing, soulful Southern voice. This guy's just.
And the fact that I'm still kind of humming the song in my head. Shine a light on me. It sticks. It's got legs. I like it.
Yeah, and Theo's like a hip young guy, but picking something like this is quite mellow for that. He could have picked AC/DC.
Right.
But he did this, and it's just every time I watch him, I'm like, I'm sitting down with a corn muffin, just some crawfish, and then listen to this podcast for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because you play this, and the gators and the skunks are dancing.
That's right. Oh, it has that feel to it, definitely. And it sticks with you. It's a happy, uplifting feeling. And the musicianship was actually, even though the song was fairly simple, it was tight and spot on. Like the little guitar licks he was doing, he was perfectly in the pocket of this kind of music. So, a lot of times,
me, you were always into more of the song and this, pocket, all that, where I was like, waiting for this blistering solos and this and that. But I guess I'm mellowing out with age, and I really appreciate. It doesn't have to. It's simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. It's just something that's just pure. It's just pure ear candy.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's all this is. We're not showing any show offs, any live band made, any amazing guitar playing. It's just to give you 3 minutes and 40 seconds of just bliss
of like perfection in that space. I mean, you don't have to be all shiny and fast and crazy just to get someone's attention. This is still in my head. And it's the kind of thing that I think tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll have it still going, and I can see how when you watch or listen to a podcast, and if this is the theme music, if you keep listening to the podcast, of course this is gonna be an earworm. It's gonna be stuck in your head.
It's only when like ours, we do the intro, and then you hit the music and our logo, and that's what he does, but that's what comes in. It's just like, I don't care what he said just a minute ago. I heard that and I'm like, all right, I'm here. I'm not changing the channel.
And what were you telling me about all the comments on this video?
Well, I was looking at when I heard the song, I was watching the podcast, and I didn't know if it was called Shine Your Light on Me.
Right.
So I Googled that, and I got this other song. It was lame, but whatever. Google's, genius. So I said, I literally typed in Shine Your Light on Me, let me tell you my story. And of course this came up, and I was off to the races, but I wasn't completely sure I got the right one. I wanted to make sure to play it here. And so I went down to the comments, see if anyone mentioned anything about the Theo Von podcast.
Yeah.
And the very first comment, this had, 2 million views almost.
Yeah.
First comment was, is everybody here because of Theo Von? So I was like, fuck, perfect.
That's it. Yeah.
So, I gave obviously the shout out to my boy Theo, but even more, I didn't even think about it till today. seeing it again and just being like, this is perfect. I think it's perfect for what we should,
Yeah.
show that. Yes, it's just a cool song. It's music. It's a healing song.
I would love to find out how they chose that song for the podcast, because that's a process. That's something where it has to fit. It has to work within the show. And
yeah, I'm going to tweet him and see. I'm sure he's been asked that question, but I'll tweet him with something interesting. So he'll answer back, and I'll find out for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, check that out. I think, I want to hear more from them, just to see where they go. Is it just the same vibe? I could probably listen to it if I'm working and doing something else. Just have that on. And
exactly. Yeah. It's the kind of thing that, like I said, unless I'm outside in beautiful weather, walking through nature, then I can totally just focus on the song and just love it. But it's also a good background song to have while I'm working, or doing something, editing these videos, having that in the background, just to kind of have a soundtrack to your life. It's the perfect kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's a perfect song musically for that guitar player to just, it's just a perfect layer to just go off and So, all right, cool.
Very
well,
cool.
Yeah, check out. They have it's Bishop Gunn. This was called Shine. They have a YouTube channel, so we'll check out some more and see.
And I'll have to check out the podcast.
Yeah, check out Theo Von. It's This Past Weekend podcast on YouTube.
Awesome.
And yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. He's a great interviewer and just a hilarious comedian.
Well, hit subscribe, hit like, hit the little bell so that you know whenever we come out with new videos. And until next time, rock and roll.
Set your controls for the heart of the sun.